But before we get to the Ferraris and Lamborghinis, we need to talk about the Monstruos. These are not ordinary vehicles. These are homegrown, hand-built armored trucks, custom-made for war. The cartel called them Monstruos, monsters, a name that fits all too well. Imagine the world's most aggressive tank welded together in a back alley garage. Think thick steel plates, riveted and painted in dull gray or camouflage. Gun turrets poke from the roof. Reinforced grills shield the engines. Windows are slits. Barely wide enough to see through, but impossible to shoot through. These beasts thunder down cartel roads, scaring the living daylights out of anyone foolish enough to get in their way. Police cruisers, they bounce off. Roadblocks, they plow right through. The Monstruos are less about escape and more about domination. They're mobile fortresses, rolling proof that the CJNG wasn't just waging a drug war, but an arms race. Every cartel has its signature. For the CJNG, it was the Monstruos. They are ugly, they are terrifying, and they are utterly unforgettable. Step inside a Monstruo and it's like entering a nightmare. The air is thick, stinking of oil and gunpowder. Metal plates line every surface. The seats are ripped from old trucks, bolted onto iron floors. There's no luxury here, only utility, only survival. At the heart of the beast is a massive engine, often turbocharged and fine-tuned to carry all that weight. The dashboard is a Frankenstein's monster of switches, radio sets, and makeshift armor controls. Ammo boxes sit where cup holders should be. There's room for a gunner, a driver, and sometimes, a whole platoon. These tanks have seen action. Scrapes and bullet dents cover the exterior. Some have extra steel welded over old wounds, a patchwork of violence and desperation. Each Monstruo is unique, hand-built for specific missions. Urban assaults, convoy protection, or straight-up intimidation. To drive one is to feel invincible, and yet always hunted. The Monstruos are a testament to the cartel's ingenuity and ruthlessness, blending raw mechanical power with sheer terror. But not all of El Mencho's vehicles were monsters. Hidden behind secret garage doors was a different kind of fleet, a $20 million collection of supercars and luxury trucks. Here, in the shadows, beauty and brutality parked side by side. There are custom Ford Raptors, fitted with off-road suspension and bulletproof glass. Next to them, Lamborghini Huracans gleam under a layer of dust, their engines eager to scream down open highways. Bulletproof Chevy Suburbans, favored by bodyguards and bosses alike, stand ready for midnight escapes. The contrast is, honestly staggering. Outside, the world is chaos and gunfire. Inside, it's all leather, chrome, and the promise of raw speed. There's a Porsche 911 Turbo S, a Range Rover SVR, and, rumor has it, a McLaren 720S, painted in cartel green. Each car tells a story, not just of wealth, but of the constant push and pull between survival and style. These cars were more than transport, they were power statements. In every rev, every polished surface, you see the cartel's obsession to be faster, stronger, and untouchable. Let's talk numbers. El Mencho's garage wasn't just about American muscle, it competed with the best Europe has to offer. Take the Lamborghini Huracan, 610 horsepower, 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. Compare that to the Audi RS6 ABT, a German monster pushing 730 horsepower and blitzing autobahns at 200 miles per hour. Then, there's the BMW M5 competition. Twin-turbo V8, relentless acceleration, and a badge that's as much about business as pleasure. Or, the AMG E63S, an executive sedan with the heart of a race car. These are machines built for precision and prestige. El Mencho's cars weren't just loud, they were engineered to dominate. But the cartel twist? Armor. These supercars were often retrofitted with bulletproof glass, run-flat tires, and reinforced bodywork. It's like fitting a Formula One car with riot gear. You lose a bit of speed, but gain a sense of invincibility. And maybe just enough time to escape a rival's ambush. In the end, it's a horsepower arms race. Speed versus strength. Europe's finest facing off against the raw aggression of cartel ingenuity. The operation that killed El Mencho was swift and brutal. Special Forces helicopters thundered overhead as armored personnel carriers smashed through gate after gate. The cartel's guards barely had time to react. By sunrise, the empire had fallen, and the spoils were there for the taking. Soldiers moved from mansion to mansion, cataloging every asset. They found safes packed with cash, rooms stacked with weapons, and, down in the garages, the infamous car collection. Engines were still warm in some of the vehicles, suggesting a desperate last-minute escape attempt. The cars were loaded onto flatbeds, guarded by soldiers with faces hidden behind masks. Each one was a prize, a symbol of both the cartel's wealth and its arrogance. For authorities, it was the heist of the century. For the underworld, it was a warning shot. Even kings can be dethroned. The $15 million bounty on El Mencho's head had finally been paid, in blood, steel, and horsepower. With the kingpin gone, the entire CJNG machine shuddered. Allies turned on each other, desperate to claim scraps of the fallen throne. Rival cartels surged into the power vacuum. Old debts were called in. Old enemies resurfaced. The roads, once ruled by Monstruos and Supercars, became battlegrounds for a new kind of war. Authorities moved quickly, freezing accounts and rounding up lieutenants. But the empire was vast, built on fear, loyalty, and millions of dollars in dirty money. The $15 million bounty was just a fraction of what El Mencho's organization was really worth. His legend, however, was priceless. But legends don't last forever. The military parade of seized assets was a message. The age of the Monstruos was over. The custom Raptors, the Lamborghinis, even the bulletproof Suburbans, soon they'd be auctioned, recycled, or left to rot as grim trophies. The fall was total. For the first time in years, the roads of Mexico felt a little less haunted and a lot more uncertain. Now, the question lingers over every seized car and shuttered mansion. What happens next? The government will auction some vehicles, crush others, and lock a few away as evidence. But the true cost, measured in lives, fear, and chaos, can't be counted in horsepower or paint jobs. Each supercar is a symbol of dreams corrupted, of escape turned deadly, of power that, in the end, wasn't enough. Somewhere, a young mechanic might see a Monstruo on the news and wonder if he could build something even bigger, even meaner. The cycle, in some ways, never ends. But for now, the empire is dust. The kingpin is gone. The million-dollar engines are silent, locked behind police barriers. And one last question remains. Was it worth it? All the power, speed, and armor in the world, bought at the highest possible price. In the world El Mencho built, the answer echoes in empty garages and shattered dreams. In the end, no car, however fast, however fierce, can outrun the shadow of its own legacy.